The nature of the deception, perception. Good day to you, our dear light workers, starseeds, our dear representatives in these challenging times on planet Earth today. You are very holy, and it is wonderful that you are beginning to realize your divinity. All is holy. Earth is holy. Mankind is holy. Even those who are playing the part of the dark ones, the evil, even they are holy. For all is God, and all that has ever been created is of God. This planet Earth experience, as we have frequently stated, is a hologram, a great movie, a great Shakespearean comedy, tragedy, stage play. You, your soul essence, never left heaven, which is your true reality. A part of you, a small aspect of your great spirit, fell asleep, fell into a dream, and dreamt that you were separate, dreamt that you were a mortal and fallible body, a material entity with a thinking and separate ego. The ego, the programmed state of mind that thinks and wills separation, selfishness, and self-importance, the part of the human that thirsts for control, self-esteem and superiority over its brethren. The ego that allows souls, aspects of source energy, fragments of God, to appear to function as individual and separate entities here on earth. God, and remember that you are individually and collectively a part of God, a part of the wonderful flow of the love that is God, of the loving energy that powers humanity and all of the universe. God wanted to experience all that can be experienced. God thirsts for knowledge. God, love, is constantly expanding, constantly adding to the vast knowledge and experience that is beyond human understanding. The real nature of humanity is spirit, ineffable oneness, indescribable love, perfect union and communion and camaraderie in the heavenly realm. Yet spirit wished to experience what was not. Spirit, you, as an aspect of spirit, wish to expand in love, to grow in the greatness of experiencing pain and hardship, fear and trauma. For so, you would all the more appreciate and revel in what you truly are, what the great God, of which you are a part, truly is. You would grow in the love vibration and would have greater knowledge of all that is and all that is possible. And so God separated into trillions and trillions of soul aspects, into trillions of individualized parts of himself, of itself, for God has no gender. And your soul is one of these parts of God. Your soul is an individualized aspect of God, as is all that has been created, for there is nothing on this earthly plane, nothing in this universe that is outside God. This universe is the great stage play of soul aspects of God's creations, acting out the great movie, the hologram that he created for the growth of you, his soul aspects. With this material creation, in this universe, this earthly pantomime, God is creating gods, like unto himself. For all of mankind, each individual soul is learning greater love by experiencing what is not, by feeling and living through great fear, terror, and trauma, by overcoming great adversity. Planet Earth moves through this universe in cycles. All is planned, all events are designed. There are no accidents. All takes place in the 25,000-year cycle called the precession of the equinox. Souls, aspects of God, you, come to earth from their heavenly reality and ensconce themselves in bodies. Bodies are used to allow separation, for in heaven you are all one and totally telepathic with each other. How can you experience separation and individual feelings when you can all read each other's minds in perfect harmony? You cannot. And your bodies are your communication devices. They allow for the ego to function, the ego to be programmed into its own unique and individualized thought system. The ego's thought system is delusional. The ego's thought system is programmed by the caretakers of the human baby. When you are born, you have your soul nature and your genetic disposition. You choose these yourself, along with your guides and soul family, for you know in your heavenly reality what you wish to experience in this human life. And so you plan your life before you come to earth. You choose your parents, your caretakers, and the major experiences that you will have, and what terror and trauma you will encounter and endeavor to overcome. For this earthly life is designed so that you, a soul with no memory of its holiness, navigate the challenges of human life with its ego, its self-importance, its need for control and superiority, in charge. Of course, each individual's self-importance makes conflict inevitable, and with this conflict, with the ego's demands for individual dominance and ascendancy, comes strife and war and darkness, comes the negativity and hardship and pain that cannot be experienced in the heavenly spirit realm. And this great stage play, this great universal hologram, is ruled by laws. The law of karma is so designed that all that the soul, ensconced in a human body, inflicts on its brethren, it must experience itself. And so the human being moves from challenge to challenge and wonders painfully, why is this negativity, this pain, these not preferred experiences happening to me over and over again? The human baby is born into a paradigm of understanding. Its parents, its caretakers, its teachers, religion, political and medical educators all play a part in programming the child into a unique and delusional thought system. Through this comes separation and hatred, and perverse and prejudiced beliefs and behavior. Brother is set against brother. Each human being considers its own understanding to be the correct one. So some are taught to hate their colored brethren. Males think females are inferior. The rich look down on the inferiority of the poor. The educated spurn those that are not schooled into what they consider their superior knowledge. Nation is set against nation, and religions revile each other. And of course, the ego is certain that how it thinks is the only correct way to think, and all humans should behave and think and act in the same way, the way that it has been programmed to behave. And so we have conflict, we have karma, we have the cycle of reincarnation, of birth, of programming, of fear, of terror and trauma. This is the nature of the hologram, the deception perception, the movie, the great pantomime in which we are living. And the soul, the true reality of mankind, the God within, watches and learns and grows as the human being progresses through the 25,000-year cycle that is the precession of the equinox. And so nothing wrong ever happened. This is a dream. This is a hologram. This earthly life is a programmed matrix for your soul to partake of. For eventually, all of humanity will awaken to the dream, will return to the soul aspect of itself, will return to its heavenly reality, and it will be all the wiser, all the greater, all the more knowledgeable of the heavenly reality because of its earthly experience. Yes, dear light workers, dear divine souls who came to earth to help humanity rise up out of the murky, dense mire of terror and trauma into which it had fallen, you are awakening to your soul nature. The end of the great equinox cycle is at hand. This is the great awakening, the great revelation of the truth of mankind's soul nature. This plain earth paradigm, this human experience, takes place in a very low, narrow band of frequency. Now, as mankind rises up from its mortal delusion, love is being radiated onto the earth. The earth is inexorably moving into a newer and higher frequency. The third dimension of fear, in which we have so long dwelled, is being released, and the fifth dimension of love is taking over. And you, dear light workers, are feeling the energy coming in. You are feeling the goosebumps of love in your head. There are times when nothing matters, for you feel the love of your soul nature in a deeper way than you ever knew to be possible. You are not yet in the fifth dimension, but you are in the process of entering it. There are still challenges and pains, disturbances and regrets, for you must release all of your programming, all of your false understanding. You must see and feel where you have thoughts outside of love in order to release your conditioned fears and prejudices. And this you are doing. And you are radiating light all around you, onto your brethren and onto the earth. You came to help your brethren out of their delusional nightmare planet Earth experience. And you have succeeded, for the dark ones, the negative upside-down world of the powers that be, of the ones playing the part of the devil, is ending. All is well, dear friends. The great awakening from this earthly dream is at hand. The great deception perception is ending. And so the best is yet to come, dear friends. Yes, the best is yet to come, as you, your human brethren, and planet Earth return to your heavenly reality of love. That was Aita, channeling her higher self. We are blessed beings, indeed.